Hey everybody, this is going to be a review on cork grease. I want you to hear that properly. Cork grease by Yamaha. First time I'm using it. It's made for woodwind instruments. I've got a clarinet in the background, and I use the typical, where is that? What do I use? I don't even know what brand I use. Doesn't really matter what the brand is. I use cork grease. Maybe okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I am using cork grease. Kind of feels like wax. I'm not sure if this is wax. Let me check. Well, surprise, surprise to me, it does say cork grease. But it feels like the wax that I used to use on my clarinet when I used to play this thing when I was a kid in school. And I'm getting back to learning, or not really learning. I don't know if I'll ever learn this thing, but I'm getting back to playing the clarinet. When I apply this stuff, let me swallow the gum. This is no way to do a review. Okay, when I apply this, it's just very difficult to put the clarinet together. It goes together, but then it doesn't really... I know you don't want it to be so slippery that the whole thing falls apart, but every time... Look at this. And when I go to take it apart, it's just... I'm going to go all the way. When I got to take it apart, it's just really difficult. So I'm looking really close with my magnifier now. So maybe I do have cork grease already, but the review is going to be on the Yamaha cork grease. Let's see if it's any better. It might be better, it might be the same. So I don't want to take the staples out because I have a dog over here. So it's got really good packaging. And let's just check this out now. Hey, if my videos help you out, thumbs up, subscribe, or like. If you want to donate to my channel, ask for my PayPal info. And if there's something you want me to review, if I can get a hold of it, I will. So what does this say? I read, okay, this isn't stick. I'm not sure, but I read synthetic. That's the difference. So that's the difference between this. So I was right. That's the difference between, I don't want to show the brand, not that it matters. That's the difference between this, which is just regular cork grease, and this stuff, which is synthetic cork grease. Now, I understand that it comes in not only a stick, like I have here, but it also comes in a little round, what would you call that? A round container. It's really small, like a pill-type container. And the comments I was reading, this is supposed to be easier to apply. So what does it say on the label? It has a lot of okay, so a lot of different languages, made in Japan, and supposedly this stuff is much better. It's a synthetic grease instead of a wax type grease, and it's supposed to make things much easier for application and removal. That doesn't sound right. Application and removal. Okay, and it's also supposed to be better on the cork. Supposedly the wax type grease, can you have a wax and a grease? Supposedly the other one that I was showing you, that type, the non-synthetic type, that's what I want to say. The non-synthetic might wear a cork down. I don't know. I don't know if I'll live long enough to have to worry about recorking this thing. I just recorked it because I hadn't played it in forever. So the whole idea of the video is to be nice if I could remove what I have on here, but I really can't. So I'm going to apply some of this now. It looks like it's a little softer material. Let's apply it and we'll see. It's definitely softer. The standard cork grease, cork wax feels like wax. So I've got a little piece of dust hanging in there right now. A lot of dust hanging in there. So maybe there's a lot of dust in the case on the cork. And I could extend the video and wait a couple days, take this thing off, take it apart, and see if it comes apart easier. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put this together, and we'll see if there is a difference to me. This is all about me. Woo, look at that, it's sliding. There's definitely a difference. It's sliding like a lubricant, like I've got some, my lubricant is shooting out. But it does go to better, it goes to better easier than usual when I use the other stuff. So this is also the other hard part. Well, it's all hard. Ooh, I almost lost my clarinetto. That would have cost a fortune to fix. Okay, so let's apply. Yeah, this has got a lot of grease on it. So I never noticed that. Lots of grease from the case. I mean, the grease, lots of threads from the case. So it does apply. I know you're supposed to put this on with your finger. Wow, it is softer. It's like how a lubricant should be. It's definitely not as waxy. It's synthetic. So let's see how this part assembles now. It's kind of difficult because I'm doing this as I am Oh, okay. Normally, when I do this, I have to do a lot of pressure. Nowhere near as much pressure. It pretty much just slid together. All right, so I can tell already that this is something that I'm going to be very happy using. Let's apply it on here. Okay, lots of threads from the case on the cork. And I know my hand. You're not supposed to have a hand in the way when you're recording. Sorry, people. And I know the lighting's not that great. So for all you clarinetto players out there, if you want to leave some comments, good comments, I block bad comments. If you want to leave some good comments on there below the video, that would be awesome. What comments do, hey, I've got the original, I forget, what is this called, the barrel? The original barrel. I notice on a lot of videos that they've got it kind of goes out this way and down. Is it going to make that much of a difference? I'm not that great of a player. I'm just messing around with this thing, having fun, trying to learn my notes again. Does it really make that much of a difference to go out and spend a chunk of money to get one of those barrels that are kind of big in the middle? And I've also read a lot of people say you don't want to use these. This is an old mouthpiece, I know. I think I have a second one here. Does it make a difference? Does the mouthpiece really make a difference if you're not some great professional player? This thing looks really old. This thing looks a lot better. They both look terrible. Is it going to make that much of a difference if I get a better mouthpiece? Not just to a trained ear, but just to the average person. Is it going to make that much of a difference? Is it going to be easier for me to play? I'm just going to be doing the lower and upper register and having fun. I'm not going to be playing in an orchestra. This is just for my enjoyment. And I don't even have to be good. I just play to learn and to enjoy and to have a good time. So I'm not one of those people that needs to be an incredible expert. So I can tell you right off that this wax is, this cork grease is, it kind of feels like using liquid soap instead of regular soap. You can see my finger just slides over. Oh yeah, just slides around. And it's almost like Vaseline. That's what it reminds me of. It's kind of a Vaseline type thing. I don't think Vaseline would be good on a cork. Okay, now I'm looking over here and I see I have some of this is already shot out of there, which is not good. Oh wow, what a difference. It just slid on there. Okay, so I can tell you right off I'm really happy with this grease. This is very nice. And I probably don't want to play the... Oh, so see, I couldn't do this with the other stuff. It's sliding. So I don't know. I'm not going to check in a couple hours to see if it comes apart. But I can tell you, application-wise, it really goes together much easier than the regular cork grease. And to me, that's definitely what makes a difference. So I'm looking at the time. It's 7:30. I probably don't want to play this thing and upset the neighbors. And it would help if I turn this all the way here so that it is where it should be. This is nice. Let's see if I can get one little sound out of it. Oh, okay, that did not sound right. What in the world happened there? This is not assembled together? No, it's all completely assembled together. All right, so that is going to be my review of the Yamaha, not just cork grease, the Yamaha synthetic cork grease. I picked it up online on the Big A, and well worth the money, probably because it is easier to do, and I'm assuming that this is I'm assuming this would be much better, a synthetic grease would be much better on the cork than using a wax that just could build up over time. Hopefully this video helped everybody. Hey, thanks for watching. Let's get a nice zoom in over there of the Yamaha cork grease.